¿cómo se llama? Divine Download. Tengo el honor de presentar a RONA a nombre de Evita Schlosser, Evita Presburger, a quien ustedes también conocen, y les voy a platicar brevemente, pero profundamente, de quién es este mujerón. RONA es coach en salud mental, es activista y lleva un podcast cuyo nombre maravilloso es Divine Download. Fundó Mental Health is Real, otra de sus verdades, y en respuesta a los eventos del 7 de octubre del 2023, se dedica a ofrecer apoyo psicológico a la comunidad judía del mundo entero. Su dedicación a la resiliencia y a la verdadera sanación, a la sanación que nace de adentro, a la sanación espiritual, que es la primera sin duda, la ha posicionado como una de las voces más importantes en temas de recuperación emocional y reconstrucción en contextos de la posguerra. Y si me permiten decir algo muy personal de RONA, cómo es que ama a toda su comunidad. Ella vive en Los Ángeles, y ustedes saben que a principio de año la ciudad de Los Ángeles sufrió catastróficos incendios. Bueno, lo que hizo esta mujer, independientemente del apoyo a Eretz Israel, a Medinat Israel, fue juntar a expertos israelíes, y ella, con la bandera de Estados Unidos y orgullosamente con la bandera de Israel, se puso a apoyar también a la comunidad directa de Los Ángeles. Les dije ya un poco, una breve descripción de la neshama de esta mujer que hoy está con ustedes y quien sin duda alguna es la representación de un Divine Download. Les pido por favor un enorme y cariñosísimo aplauso para mi amiga RONA.
Bring your attention to the videos before we begin. And thank you for that amazing introduction, Lena. I love you. The feeling is very mutual, and I thank God He downloaded you into my life. Hi, my name is RONA Lalazari. I am the founder of Mental Health is Real, and today I want to tell you a bit about what this campaign is and why it's more than an event.
Thousands of young survivors from the Nova Music Festival in Israel are facing significant mental health challenges.
With the rise of anxiety and depression from Nova survivors and the rampant anti-Semitism across college campuses, our nation is facing a mental crisis.
Seen tremendous amount of pain. Some of them were extremely close to me being here.
One of the most clear challenges that really spoke to me was that our people around the world are really suffering and struggling.
It's been a hard time for me listening to music since the Nova Festival.
I asked those who were interested if they would stand behind a movement to bring mental health and mental wellness to communities around the world. What I saw in response blew me away. The video was shared over 50,000 times across platforms all around the world. What I heard was the crying of our people, saying that we are not okay, we are not well, and we need something like this. With 700 guests, the LA launch was a phenomenal success, proving our initiative's concept and outlining the critical need of our global mental wellness tour. Our guests walked away empowered with practical wellness tools and inspired with a new spirit.
I think it was a much needed event. I think everyone walked away with something. There was something here for everyone.
I thought both speakers were wonderful. I thought both of them were very wise.
What it really feels like it turned into was a conversation about not only uplifting ourselves, but everybody who's directly affected. That was really what everything kept coming back to, is the way that we help ourselves and each other
So what now? As a follow-up, we're doing a full-day wellness retreat in LA to connect local wellness practitioners to the community at large and offer the resources they need for healing. Beyond this, we're building a platform for wellness practitioners, including therapists, meditation instructors, yoga teachers, and any and all healers to receive trauma training courses through our online program being offered by Israeli trauma specialists. Now, we're not only taking the speaking tour and this wellness retreat as a model to Jewish communities to replicate globally, but we have the capacity to recruit and train each community's healers, as we're doing in LA. Imagine this, by the time we're done, we will have thousands of healers trained by Israeli trauma specialists in pockets of Jewish communities around the world, plugging into Jews in need of mental health at any given moment around the world, within Israel and beyond. Best of all, through this platform, we are showing Am Yisrael in LA, New York, Montreal, South Africa, any Jewish community around the world that they are part of our global network of wellness, that we have not forgotten them, that we embrace them, support them, and are constantly feeding them valuable resources that can help them heal. How can you help? Be a board member, help us shape the direction of this organization, be a sponsor, help us fund this initiative and see it gets the resources it needs. Be a volunteer healer, get on our platform as a wellness practitioner, get trained and be a resource to Jews around the world that need healing. Be a volunteer organizer, help us reach these global communities in setting up wellness events and speaking tours. Be a volunteer platform creator, help us build our digital platform. Or be a volunteer branding partner, help us expand our visibility via branding and a social media presence. We cannot do this without you. Mental health is real, and we need you to join us.
Thank you so very much. Mexico City, your energy is real. Can I hear it for this incredible crowd? Woo! So real, and so is your mental health. Before I say another word, I want to ask you all to take a moment with me. A moment of silence, a moment of prayer. In whatever way or whichever modality you subscribe to, let's gather our collective energy and pour it into the heavens. Let's call forward God, the universe, the creator, and pray. Pray for those in this room carrying unseen pain, for our mothers, brothers, sisters, and children in Israel, for our hostages, those who have made it home, and those we await, for all who have lost their loved ones along the way, for all of Am Yisrael. Let us pray for them, and let us pray for us. Amen. Today is not about one magical answer. And if you came expecting one, I have to be honest, talk to Karen, she'll give you a refund on me. There is no single piece of advice I can give or anyone up here will give that will take away the weights we carry. But what I do know, and what I am certain will heal us, is exactly what we just did. It is the coming together of our people. It is rolling up our sleeves, linking arms, standing as one, and declaring, no one gets left behind. Everyone's wellness matters. And it is this wholeness of our nation that I believe will repair the brokenness of our people. That is what Mental Health is Real is launching around the world. And just now, you felt how real it is. We are all inspired, right? We've heard powerful stories. I couldn't myself control the tears flowing hearing the Yehud family story. We've seen unshakable resilience in what they've shared. But let me be real with you. Inspiration isn't enough. Today's inspiration won't carry you through next week. Maybe you'll ride the energy for a few days, maybe even 2 weeks. I mean, after hearing Zach, maybe 3. But then what? You need more. You need a plan. You need a formula. You need a way to take this inspiration and make it something real. Because only when we activate our purpose do we build the resilience, not only as individuals, but as a nation. And so I ask you, are you ready to lean in? I see the shaking hands. I can't hear you. What was that? Are you ready to lean in? Okay, okay. Are you ready to lean into the pain? That's a little harder to get excited about, I know. I appreciate the honesty. You're not just repeating. Are you ready to lean into the pain you feel? To lean into the brokenness you see in the world? To lean into the whisper inside of you, the one that says, this is why I'm here. Because today, you don't just leave with inspiration, you leave with clarity. You will leave with a plan, and you will leave with a decision. I'm going to share with you why I'm here. On October 7th, alongside all of you, my heart bled. But it wasn't just my heart. I felt the bleeding hearts of our entire nation. As you saw in the video, I saw our survivors overwhelmed by grief, taking their own lives. I saw our college students, many at the school I grew up in at UCLA, too afraid to walk on campuses. I saw our mothers so consumed by fear, they couldn't get out of bed. Yet despite it all, we were being called to rise, to fight the most important battle of our survival in modern history. And as I sat in my own pain, feeling helpless, lost, as I'm sure many of you can relate, right? A whisper came to me. Something so important I want you all to start listening to, those whispers. Your own whispers. Mine was the following. A quote from the Lubavitch Rebbe. If you see a brokenness in the world, it is a brokenness you were meant to repair. If you see a darkness, it is in that same exact space you were meant to bring your light. My beautiful friends, I saw the darkness. And I had to ask myself, how am I supposed to repair it? Who am I to do anything about it? Can anyone relate to that moment? Yeah. Just Karen, that's all? Come on, guys. Yeah, okay, thank you, yes. I call it the Moshe Rabbeinu moment, right? The moment where you look up at God and say, you've got the wrong person. No, not me. I think you meant the other guy. I can't be the one to carry out this mission. But my wake-up call to you all is this. What if you stopped asking, why me? And instead started asking, what if me? What if I was meant to do something great? What if I hold a piece of this repair? What if I have something unique to give? Because that shift, that exact mindset shift in your darkest moment, that question is the game changer. So I ask you, What is the pain that keeps you up at night? The thing you can't stop thinking about. The thing that breaks your heart the most. And instead of trying to numb it, instead of trying to quiet it, instead of trying to distract it, I want you to really lean into it. Because right there, in that very place of your deepest pain, that is where your greatest power lives. This isn't just my story, guys. I have seen this with thousands of people I coach who come to me to find purpose and resilience. And you will hear it as the through line in all the speakers I have had the absolute greatest honor of getting to know the past few days. It's not just my story. The answer is always the same. So if you write anything down today, you guys have notepads, paper, pen, this is what I want you to write down. Put it on a bumper sticker, okay? We'll sell it and raise more money. The very same place that houses your greatest pain, houses your greatest, who guessed it? Power! I'm gonna say that again because I think it's that good. The very same place that houses your greatest pain, houses your greatest, there we go, power. And it is that very power that you activate to bring about the repair. And this, my friends, is the equation. This is the plan you need. You have now found the equation to your purpose. And it was that shift that led me to start sharing mental health strategies. Not as an influencer, not as an expert, but as a witness. As a Jew in pain who could not stand by and do nothing. And what started really as a simple decision to share, one video here, one post there, led to a viral movement, led to the launch of Mental Health is Real, led to an initiative that went global, opening up branches in New York, now Mexico City. Woo! All right, I'll give you guys some more time to work on that. Australia next, Toronto, Montreal, New Zealand, South Africa. This is the way it works. And now we're able to provide over 300 mental health specialists that offer free emotional support virtually to Jews and our allies around the world. All because I made a decision. A decision that the pain I felt would not consume me. It would fuel me. That one decision has brought on a greater than myself reality. From what was merely a glimpse of a vision of what could be. If you don't take my word for it, I want you to ask yourself this question. You heard why I'm here tonight. Why are you here? Well, how many of you know Karen? Do we all know Karen? I'm going to embarrass her. This is going to be so fun. Karen, I'm sorry. I'm getting a lot of joy out of embarrassing her now. But it's for a good reason. Let me tell you why you're here, and that's the story of Karen, who made a decision a year ago. She reached out to me when this video, it's similar, went online and went viral, about bringing these mental health services globally. She sent me this message, and I actually researched to find the original message on my DM so I could really embarrass her properly. I want you just to see what happens when we lean into the pain, so you can walk away with your vision and your version of this. This is from Karen a year ago. Hi, I'm reaching out because I just came across your post on the mental health awareness event, and it brought me to tears. She went into her tears. She leaned into the pain. And somewhere inside of her, she said, I need to move forward. I need to take this as fuel. Your words are speaking to my soul. Yeah. I feel exactly what you're describing. I have also been having a vision to have a mental health awareness night for my community. I'm gonna cry too. For over a year now, I just began working on my vision the last 2 months. I'm taking it slow to make sure it's done right. Would you be willing to speak with me, to help guide me? I have some ideas to begin with, and I'd love to get support for myself, as this is a challenging topic for our community. I admire all you do and stand for. Thank you. What would have happened if Karen said, who am I to do this? God, you pick the other girl. This isn't for me. None of you would be here. And the implications of you being here and the ripple effect of you being here, we can go on and on. She made a decision. And I'm so glad you did. And the momentum I want you to feel when one makes a decision, then another, and the ripple effect your decision can have. I want you to see that in what Karen and I put forth into the universe. And use it as your example. Kept that together, Karen. No waterproof mascara today. Now it's time for your decision. We're going to do some work before you go. Don't think I'm just ending it here and you have a nice story to take home. We're going to play some music and we're going to get up and we're going to dance for about a minute. I'm a big believer that when we move, we get to flow through our bodies and really tap into our soul. I want you guys to get up, I want you to move, and I'm going to have you answer an important question for yourself afterwards. Can we play some music that we can kind of move to? All right. Let's go, get some of the juices flowing, guys. All right.
They will love it.
Pretty powerful people prepared a lot, so I'll keep that to the minimum. How did that feel, Christopher? Give your body what it needs sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't need much, it just needs you to move. And allow it to do what it does, to just flow. Now I'm going to ask you to take out a piece of paper or your notes in your phone, okay? Because the most important time you take action is when you're inspired. And that's what's called inspired action. The most powerful type of action. And I want you to write the answer to this question. What is the pain that keeps me up at night? And I want you to answer it in the most authentic. Not what your mom tells you should be up at night thinking about. Not what your fourth grade teacher told you should be up every night thinking about. What keeps you up at night? Where is the brokenness in the world you see? And take a minute and just let it flow. What is the pain that keeps you up at night? ¿Qué es el dolor que no deja que duerme? ¿Sí? Did I say that okay? Okay. Wow, hey, should we do this over in Spanish? No, I'm kidding. Johnny's gonna kick me off the stage. No, I think you guys understood, see? Okay. All right, there's another answer. There's another question. You ready? Okay. The question is, what do I have to give to repair this pain? ¿Qué es un regalo que Dios me dio para reparar este dolor en el mundo? Okay? All right. I think I'm just going to stay in Mexico, guys. Let's just do this. Somebody go to LA for me. We'll swap. And when you're answering this, I want you to think about something that people get wrong in this equation, is they think it has to be something huge. What do I have to give? Am I a millionaire? Do I have an organization? I want you to think even something so small you have to give. Like me saying, I could make a video and share a few tips on mental strain. What's something so small you can do to bring a light into this darkness? Unique to you. Whatever keeps you up at night. It could be your darkness, it could be the world's. It's personal to you. Okay, we got some ideas? And I want you to understand something really important when we talk about resilience, is it's a momentum game. And mindset and positivity, it's a momentum game. If you can really start with small steps, it will build, there will be ripples, and before you know it, you've changed the world. So start small. Do not underestimate that first step. So write those notes down, and I want you to really lock this in your phone, lock it in your heart, and have this as your equation. Because what I want you to see is that this is your Queen Esther moment. You know, I pull a lot of references from Judaism. And Queen Esther, we're about to hit Purim. And what does Mordecai say to Esther when she says, I can't go to the king. Who am I, right? The same who am I questions we always ask ourselves. What does he say to her? Right? And if not for this very moment, you were placed here with all the circumstances surrounding you. If not for this very moment that you were placed here. And that's how I want you to look at your life. With all the challenges and all the blocks that you're thinking are holding you back, if not for those very moments that you were placed with this exact pain to bring your unique gifts to it. That, my friends, is the mindset shift. And that's how we're going to start looking at our hardships. Because when you can really marry your gifts with your pain, in that moment, in that intersection, is where you find your purpose. And my friends, if mental health calls you and keeps you up at night, if this is a mission that speaks to you, I invite you to join us because we need you. Mental health is real needs you. I ask you all to go on your Instagram, find us, mentalhealthisreal.org, follow us. You can click the link in our bio and offer to be a volunteer. The forms are all there. And if your pain calls you somewhere else, I want you to know this one thing. If you make a promise to yourself that you will not play it small, the universe will open up for you. And so in that same note section, I want you to write a promise to yourself. You thought you were done. I'm sorry. Very difficult. Ask my husband. That's why he doesn't come with me on these trips. Open up your notes and I want you to say, I promise myself I will stop playing small. I will lean in and I will step into my power. My friends, if you do this, you will not get stuck in the pain, but you will pivot and you will constantly ask yourself the powerful question, what do I have to give to repair the pain? Because we are waiting for you. Am Yisrael is waiting for you and we need you. I always say we may not be many, but when we are united, when we own our power, my goodness, are we mighty. You saw the Yehud family. One through line, the entire thing was just own your power. That is the type of reaction we need from Am Yisrael, because we don't have the luxury of sitting it out. Every single one of us is so needed. Look what Israel is doing for every hostage. Look at how we have gone to the moon and back to save each and every one. Yet one of us is sitting this one out. We don't have the luxury. You are needed. You are needed. And I'll leave you with this final thought. The moments where I doubt myself, because guys, you're going to go home and as amazing as this may have been, you will doubt yourself again. You'll say, wait, but I thought RONA fixed that. You will doubt. And I want you to remember what every time the naysayers told me, RONA, no, sit this out, go find the 9 to 5. Who cares about mental? No one's going to come to a mental health event, right? And I'm sure Karen had her moments she shared with me, and I'm sure our speaker's the same. I'm always reminded of a story about Golda Meir. When she faced 22 Arab countries vowing to destroy Israel, she met with King Abdullah of Jordan, and she asked him, what are you going to do if Israel declares independence? You know, we're conducting a poll. We want to know what's your reaction going to be. His response was, we'll obliterate you. And her and Ben Gurion regrouped. They had a powwow, and they said, well, we're going to do it anyway. And that is the mindset we must have. It is the fiber of our DNA. These aren't just stories, my friends. These are our ancestors. This is your genetic makeup. These are the giants on whose shoulders we stand. We have